You're right. Just had to make use of right.
What you don't want is that grain feel. Right? So that means, yeah. And just do what we did, just a little bit, just a drop one. So what you don't want is that grain. That means you need some more, you need some liquid. Here, you just absolutely absorb whatever liquid you put in, you give this to it. This will just do the job for you. Reasons why we're doing some of the things we're doing. We're starting with an entree of raw vegetables. The idea of that is to get our enzymes started, give us some enzyme to digest the rest of the meal. So that's why we're having salad as our entrees. So we'll start with that. We won't eat it with our meat. We'll have that separate. No, we're going to have it. This is actually following, I learned this a few years ago as the French way of doing it, where they eat everything in courses. It's absolutely much better for your digestion. And as far as Australian households go, it's wonderful to sit down and talk a bit more as you eat. So when you have your courses, your body tends to relax. Graham Sate, who is actually a gentleman who travels the world, and he is employed by countries to rescue them from malnutrition. He says that 80% of the world's digestion problems could be solved by taking longer to eat your food and eating in a relaxed manner. So that's why we're starting with salads and keeping it separate. Thank you. When it comes to feeding a family with nutrition-dense foods quickly, the slow cooker is your absolute essential magic, your absolute best friend. So what I do today, I slow cooked these, but I also had a chicken curry going at the same time, and that's what my children are eating for dinner tonight. So I use oven bags in slow cookers, and I generally do 3 meals at a time. So I will have a spaghetti sauce and a curry going and the lamb or steak or whatever it is you're going to do. And they're all totally different flavours. So that's where the oven bag comes in. My daughter loves it because you really never have to wash your slow cooker. You just wipe it out. And all you have to remember is that at the top of the bag, you nick it with a knife or a pair of scissors to let the steam out. Because if you don't let the steam out of your oven bag, it's going to burst and it's all going to spread around and all mix in the bottom of your slow cooker. That would be nasty. Say that again, you split it, you just put a little nick. Tie a knot, but just put a nick in there. And then put it in the slow cooker. And then put it in the slow cooker and put your lid on. Okay. Yeah. So the thing about cooking meat in a slow cooker, of course, you never ever have to use any liquids, because the liquid comes out of the meat. And there's so many different things you can do with that. So what I do with the slow cooker is I just cook meat. I don't cook the vegetables unless I'm going to do a roast dinner, and then I have all the vegetables around like everybody normally does. But what you do with this, say tonight we just wanted to use the meat. We wanted to make another dish. We get all our vegetables and we cook them, and then we want to add our meat with that. And we don't want the juice. Don't throw out the juice. In actual fact, just get a pair of tongs and take your meat out, leave all your juices in the oven bag, tie it off again and put it in the freezer. When you come home late one night and you just absolutely stuffed and you cannot make another thing for dinner, pull it out of the freezer, put it in a pan, throw some vegetables in it and some noodles if you really want to, but you don't need to, and you've got a lovely soup for dinner. The flavour is amazing. You can use it for gravies, you can use it whatever you like. You can but don't ever throw those juices out. Tonight we're going to use them to actually flavour our the whole dish. So what we're going to do is stir up our vegetables and then add the meat through it. Now this meat has got bones in it. I have to tell you that really, if you're going to eat meat, you want to eat meat with bones in it. Really try, I know we're all, chicken breast and low fat and all of that, but there's so much goodness in the bones. So buy the cheapest cuts of meat, make sure they've got bones in them, put them in your slow cooker and let all the goodness come out of your bones and into that gravy and then use it. Who's waiting for something to cook? Okay, no, I'm actually waiting for something.
I want to do something else now.
You're all waiting for that? All right, come on over here. We're going to get our main meal started. So we want to get our rice in the rice cooker.
If the apples get done and there's something else, we can just finish it. It's just
Yeah.
sitting over in the bowl. Right?
Yeah, and then we get our lamb started. So we've got a heap of vegetables to just get chopped up for the lamb. And
You put that on your laptop.
so these salads are all nice. All right, bread rolls coming around.
That one. Cherry, pomegranate and blood orange.
And that's one with the green one.
Oh yeah, the OMG one. Yeah.
If you like butter on your bread rolls, try some coconut oil instead.
Yeah.
We might get a little balls. We might have
You've got the spoons there.
Muffins.
Everybody happy?
These was
Are
actually
you,
all right.
do you need to
That's right. That's yum.